Welcome to Bandit's Keep Actual Play. I'm Daniel. Today we are continuing the Song of the Mapper, my solo original Dungeons & Dragons campaign featuring Chainmail and Outdoor Survival. Outdoor Survival a lot in this part of the series. The narrative mapper, as it would be, has accepted a charge from the troll, a mission from a troll to recover an item. They have slain the goblins who stole the item, and they're about to head back to get their reward. Okay, now let's get back to the troll. So again, I used a ration, a day went by. We're on day 6. I don't want to rest here because you got to rest on day 7 because I don't want to rest in the woods. There's a higher chance of having an encounter. So I'm going to move, roll a d6, 4, so I can turn once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's no good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which again still isn't good because I want to be lined up where I can get to him. Somewhere over here would be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So 1. Again, this is. Oh, hold on. No, I'm turning if I do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, that doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will have crossed water. And then when I come back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, so we water away from him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 puts me there. That might be my best option, honestly, because once I'm on the path, I can turn. I hate ending in the woods, though. That's the whole reason why I did this. Plus, I'd love to be on food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. I can also go this way if I really wanted to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and put me right there. And then I can get up this map and come back around to him. But I think I want to get to the troll and then leave the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's where I want to be. I think that's right for what I want to do. We'll see. Okay, did I find any water? No, and I didn't find food either. I'm going to use a ration again. That was day 6. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to rest in the woods, which I kind of didn't want to do. I forgot that as I started moving around. Okay, was there an encounter? There is an encounter in the woods. Okay. Not great, not great. That's where things start going south for our mapper. Okay, so in the woods, I'm going to roll a d8. So again, this is the chart here. Roll d8. 5. 5 is lycanthropes. Fantastic. Okay, so we got lycanthropes in the woods. There's a d4 for that to see what kind. 2. Wereboars, which I believe are chaotic. Definitely going to want to run from them. So we look in monsters and treasure. Actually, I can look at my own supplement here, but basically, I'll show you in monsters and treasure because, well, you know, we'll look at my supplement. All right, so there's from 2 to 20 of them. This is where we hope for high numbers. These are D10s, even though they look like D20s. Okay, there's 6 of them. 6 out of 20 is like a third, a little bit less than a third. Is it 25? 5 would be 25%, right? So more than 25%. So I don't think it's the worst possible situation. Okay, so I am 1. They are 26 to 60%, so I have a 70% chance to evade them. We are in the woods, which adds 25%. So basically, I have a 95% chance to evade these guys, which I hope I do, otherwise I have to move. 66. I evade them. Is it their lair? Red is first, 15%. No. Okay, so they were just passing through. Not going to make a note of it because we just survived that. No issue. And I used a ration already, right? So now we have to stay here another day. So when you stay in one spot for a day to rest, you roll 2 encounters. So the white's going to be morning, black's going to be night. No encounter, no encounter, which means I'm going to roll on this. Go back to this. Where'd you go? Okay. Go back to our D88 table and see what you stumble upon. So as we're kind of hanging out here resting, we run into 64. A deep pit. Someone's been digging here, and for some time too. Going down requires a successful agility skill check with appropriate modifiers if you have tools that may help. Okay, well, yes, I'm definitely going to go down there. Why would I not? Well, actually, I can't because it's a rest day. I'll have to go tomorrow. So, do I want to do that? You know what? I'm just going to mark that that's a pit there. I'm going to make that a... We're going to make this 8. So, Mythic has basically tables to track this stuff, sheets to track this. So I think I'll print these for next time because now I'm realizing this is something I want to investigate. So I'm going to put this E here, and I'm going to want to come back to that. But right now we're on the move. So that was day 7. So now we're starting over. Day 1. Oh, and I didn't, obviously, did I find any, while I was hanging out, did I find any water? It wouldn't have mattered, I didn't find food, so I had to use a ration again. So I've used up 3 of my rations. All right, let's do this. 6. Oh, perfect. So again, 6 allows me to move as few or as much as I want up to my full movement and, you know, turn as much as I want. So I'm trying to get to here. So I'm really just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and stop with the troll. So let's go back in time. 2 days, 3 days. The goblins were attacking this bog troll. I now have the bog troll's item that they took from him, and I'm going to get a miscellaneous item for the bog troll. But now let's see what was the results of that. So let's go back to this for a second because I feel like this stuff was, I guess it was in my favor, but then I had an encounter, so I'm just going to leave it there for now. What was the result of this? Let's do these dice. Well, let's do this. First of all, what was the goblin's motivation? Let's take this deck and do this. Banshee, Mourning, Sorrow, Despair, Storm, Obscuring, Wild, Destructive. That means they wanted to kill this thing. For some reason, they do not like this bog troll, and they are trying to kill it. So, how did it go for the bog troll? Skull. They killed the bog troll. Okay. They killed the bog troll. Okay, so we have to determine if they're still there or not. I mean, would they still be there? I think they would be, because clearly they're trying to steal from this bog troll. You know, we're just going to call it a straight 50-50, and I see that that I should go down 1 because of this, but I'm just going to ignore that. Are they still there? Straight 50-50, yes or no? No. And there's a remote event. Between 4 and 9, and we're not between 4 and 9. So they're not there, and the troll's dead. That definitely did not go in my favor. So we're going to bring this up here, and that means I'm not going to get a miscellaneous item, but I got something that I recovered that was the troll's. I don't think we determined what that was. Something that the goblins stole. Well, you know what? I'm just going to leave it in my little rack over there, bog troll item, because the goblins clearly want it. Actually, let's do this. Was this item something that like needed more pieces, right? Did they go back to get, quote, the rest of it? Again, I'm just going to go straight 50-50. Yes. Okay. Did they get the rest of it? So now I'll use a chart again. So I'm going to go 50-50. Well, if they're not there, I'm going to say that it's likely. So it's likely they did pull 2 any yeses, but I'm going to drop it down to 50-50 because of where I am. So did they get it? Yes. Okay, so they got it. So the goblins have the other piece, which means they might come after me for my piece. But there's nothing that I can really do about that right now. That's for a future story. I think at this point the mapper wants to get out of here because there's some wild goblins floating around, and they really just want to get back to town, cash in their map, and see where they're at. So let's move forward. Oh, hold on. Did I do all the stuff I was supposed to do? I don't think so. I got very excited about it. Well, I'm on food and water. So the question is there an encounter? Oh, well, this might make a difference. 5 or 6? No. Okay. So we're just going to say I'm not going to roll on the D88 table because that's basically what we find. The bog troll's lair destroyed. The goblins have taken the other piece of whatever it is that they wanted. And I'm currently holding 1 piece. I don't know where this goblin's lair is. So, you know, we'll see what happens with that. All right, next day. So this would be, that was day 8. So day 9. 4. Okay, so I can turn once. Like I said, I just want to get off the map. I could get here though, I bet. Am I going to cause all kinds of trouble if I do that? Probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I end up in the desert. I can turn once though. 4, 5, and then stop. That's mountains. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can't go any further because of this, right? So I stop there. I pass through food, so that doesn't go down, but did I find water? I did not. Okay, so my water goes down. You know what? I'm about to go in the desert. I'm going to use a ration, even if it's just for the water. Oh, I got my rations refreshed at the water. So, okay, so I definitely want to do that. Okay, so is there an encounter? No. So let's get our D88 table going. 4, 5. I'm really digging this. By the way, I also picked up a while back Perilous Wilds. Now they sell just these charts, but I actually have the full thing, so I just like printed out just the charts. I might use this a little bit too in the future, but I'm really enjoying this. Was that 45? I hope so, because I forgot already. 45, Peaceful Creature. You encounter a wandering animal. It cocks its head at you curiously. Okay, so I'm going to roll to see what it is. A D8. 2. It's a deer, rank 6. If the creature's mind skill is used, which I don't have, and the player approaches the creature automatically becomes a companion on the success. On a complication, it is in fear, bites you. Okay, so I don't have any kind of like animal husbandry or whatever. I mean, my character doesn't have that, so I don't have talk with animals or anything like that. So I think I'm just I see a deer, it sees me, I'm not hunting it, so we're just gonna move on and say that's all that there was. So that was day 9. Okay, day 10. 5. Okay, maximum movement I can turn once, but again, I want to go straight here. So 1, 2 for the desert, and then 3, 4, 5 for this mountain, and I'll stop here. Okay. Now this is a treacherous one though. So first of all, did I find water? No. All right, so we're going to use up another ration. In the mountains, there's an encounter. Okay, I'm so used to doing this that I keep forgetting to show it. I apologize again. In the mountains, there's an encounter on a roll of 4 through 6. Let's hope there's not an encounter because I really don't want to. 2, no encounter. All right. So again, we go to our D88 table. 1, 2, 12. Black obelisk. You find a large black obelisk. All light seems to disappear within its form. If you wish to investigate, you will have to test fear against a fear rating of 2. Okay, so I do want to investigate. So again, first I have to test a fear rating. Since there is no fear in this, I'm just going to use charisma as force of will. So since it says a fear rating of 2, I'm going to say minus 2 or minus 1 to my charisma. So because a regular fear rating of 1 would just be my charisma. So my charisma is 9. So I'm treating it as 8, and I'm going to try to roll 2d6 and get 8 or under. If I fail, I'll see what it says here. No, I didn't do it. Well, there we go. Didn't get it. So I can't get close to the thing. If you wish to investigate, okay. If you're successful, find the latch on the back side. It doesn't say anything about if you fail. So I just can't approach it. I want to, but I'm not going near that thing. I'm not even going to put it as an object here because, actually, you know what, I will. Let me do each. Oh, this is going to be 9. Black obelisk. Which is 12 as far as in the book. I'll do better notes. Hopefully I will do better notes. Otherwise I'll have to watch this back and take notes. All right, so I don't do it. So the day goes by. That was day 10. Next day. 2. All right, so I have to go in a straight line my full movement. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can't go straight any longer, so I stop there. So that is as far as I can go. Cross that off. Did I have an encounter? Or did I find water? I did. Okay. So I'm just going to let the food index go down. I drank the water. I'm just going to be suffice with that because I think I'm good. Did I have an encounter on a 6? Did not. Okay, so let's check out our D88 table. 4, 8, 48. A way forward. Something has recently been on this path and has paved the way forward. Your next venture check is done with the +2 bonus. Okay, so I'm just going to +2 for my next day's check. So next day, this is day 12. I'm going to add 2 to this roll. 6. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 off the board. Okay. So day 12, I'm off the board. So that'd be May 22nd. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my notes and I'm going to measure, just like I do with the maps, where these various things are. Oh, that obelisk is actually, that was where the map was, right? Yep. And I'm going to make notes of where these things are. So when we pick up this adventure again, we are going to have those items be there on the map. I think because of the nature of this and because I'm making it more narrative, again, I'm kind of figuring this out as I go. I think the mapper is always going to come in from here. That way that can stay consistent, but I will change the locations of potential maps as I go. So the next step for the mapper is to measure out where these maps are and mark them down for myself. But that's not, probably super fun to watch me do. So what I will do is I will actually, though, roll to see what the maps are, because I think that's kind of fun. Okay, so for the first map, so I'm going to get Monsters and Treasure to do this. It's a bummer about that artifact. But, such is life. Poor bog troll. All right, so I'm going to roll to see if it is it says 2 of them. So I'm going to roll the first one on this D100 table to see if it is, red is first. 40. So that is a treasure map. And for the second one, which is this one, 94. Magic and treasure. Okay, so for the first map, again, we go over here. this very delicately. This is just the treasure map. I'm going to roll a d8. 7. 10 to 60 gems. Oh, I'm going to try it like that. We'll roll right now. 10 to 60 gems, 2 to 20 jewelry. So 10 to 60 is d6 times 10. So 40 gems. So 40 gems. And this would be 2d10, right? 2 to 20 would be 2d10. 9 and 2 is 11 jewelry. Okay, and the second one is, what am I doing? D8 for the magic, 4, any 2 items. So you roll a percentile to see what the first item is. 44. So again, I roll here. Potion. Second item, 72. Scroll. Okay. Potion and scroll. First one, 28. That's the potion. Speed. Second one is a scroll. 44. So, of course, in theory, I could 3 spells. I could have this mapper go into these dungeons, but I'm not going to do that. They're only going to go into a dungeon if I get a dungeon on this tattered, you can't see me pointing, but that's tattered thing. Some of them do say caves and dungeons, and in that case, I will actually have them do a little dungeon dive, but for this, no. All right, so now we're going to do the treasure for this map. 2, which is 5 to 30,000 gold. 5,000 gold. So this is actually not that great. This is the one in the mountains. It's not that great of a treasure haul, actually. I mean, obviously having some magic items would be nice if you're, especially if you're a magic user. But as far as experience points go, that's not so great for the mapper. But the first one is probably going to be a ton of experience points. I'm going to sit down and figure out the value of the gems and jewelry and just come back so I tag it on the end of this adventure, how many experience points they're getting. Okay, so she has recovered these 2 maps, which I rolled up. The sale value, so the way the mapper works, the sale value of this map is 5% of the actual value of the map. So it's ends up being 2,130. The sale value of this map is 325. And she gets that many experience points for the maps. Plus she gets half that much money. So the thing about the mapper is that when they go into the field, so again, if you haven't been watching this, it costs the mapper 500 gold pieces to go into the field to basically figure out where these map locations are. So she was in deficit 500 gold pieces. So with the gold she gained, minus that 500, she's currently, plus some gold she had, plus the 20 she got from the goblins, she's at 1,271 gold pieces, 5 silver. Her experience points, considering this, plus the 7 goblins she killed in an OD&D, you get 100 experience points per hit die of the creature. The hit dice are divided by your hit dice, so she was, or level rather, so she's first level, so goblins are 1 hit die, so she gets a full experience points for them. So she gets 700 experience points for that, plus she got 20 for the gold pieces that she got from the goblins, plus she got 10% bonus because of her high strength, which leaves her at 3,493 experience points. She needs 4,000 to get to the next level because she leveled up. So she's now a level 3 fighter. I don't know if that's that clear. Or level 2 fighter, rather. And again, the way my system works, she has 3 hit dice. I rolled her hit points, which, by the way, you start off with max on first level, which was 12 because she has 2 hit dice. I rolled a 6 for the next level, so she has 18 hit points. She fights as 3 figures. She's still normal as far as saving throws are concerned. Since she has some money, I may buy some more stuff for her. Possibly switch out that, I'm almost certainly going to switch out that light crossbow for a longbow, which I think will be more efficient for what she's doing, especially by herself. Might get her a sword, too. I didn't get a sword the first time because, again, money. I wanted to make sure she had some cash in pocket just in case. Now, there are some loose ends, which we have going on up here, right? We have the... I actually think I'm going to reassign... I'm going to use 9. No, I already used 9 for something. 1. I'm going to reassign this first thing that they found over here as an item. So the map to the dangerous place, right? The chaotic lair of the old warrior. This is something they might explore themselves as opposed to selling. The 6 is the tower way up there. The bog troll is dead, 7, but she has the item from the bog troll, and the goblins want the other one. The possessed servant, I might deal with that kind of roleplay wise before we go out in the field again next time. And then she's got the deep pit that she might go back to. And she's got the can't read my own handwriting there. The black obelisk that you couldn't go near. So I'm going to neaten all this up so I remember what everything is. I'm going to mark on the map where these things are because that's actually not accurate, that number right there. So this is actually where the obelisk is. I need to measure that out, and I need to measure the J up there so I have it for future reference for next time. Like I said, if I continue this, which I think I will a couple more times, this mapper will always leave from here, Sylvia. I need to decide what master mapper she's with or if I should create a new master mapper. I'll probably just roll randomly to put her with one of them. Although I'll run her separately. I kind of enjoyed doing this. It was kind of a combo between the mapper and the general play, but also with some narrative elements. I used Tattered Leaves, again by Chocolips and Conspite. This is really cool. Again, it's for the Fallen RPG, which I might dig into, because again, there's some tables from there, so I might end up using some of those. But anyways, it worked out pretty well. If you've been enjoying these actual plays, please do take a second to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it, do all the good YouTube stuff. I'll talk to you soon.